Have you ever just wanted your own stickers? You just doodling in your journal and you're just like, doo 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 doo, like, I need some stickers. Cause what is this? I got you. Fast forward to the grown things now. I'm working on them soul things now. What's up, y'all? It's your favorite cousin on the internet. My name is Vivian if you are new, and if you are returning, you already knew that. In today's video, this is what we're going to be recreating today. Welcome back to another day of VLOGVEMBER. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is different for me, and I'm really excited to get into it. So this is the original picture from Pinterest, and this is the new and updated version that we just made. Let me show you how I do it. Couple things you're gonna need. First, you're gonna need a Pinterest account. Number two, you're gonna need Procreate. Procreate is a holy grail. You need it for a lot of different things, but especially to make digital stickers, physical stickers. If you want to make t-shirt designs, if you want to make a logo, there's different things that you can use this for. So once you have Pinterest, once you have Procreate, you'll want to search up whatever you're looking for. For today's example, we're going to do motivational stickers. Okay, so we may do this one. So I'm going to pin it. DIY sticker. Once you reach that step, you want to find the board itself. DIY sticker inspo is what I titled it. So these are the 3 pins that I ended up liking that I want to try to recreate. I'm going to just choose one today, but we can do any of these. I kind of want to do this one. So at this point, you will want to just take a screenshot. So then you just want to crop this, and then you want to just save it to your photos, which is here. Then once you save it to your photos, you want to go back into Procreate. Okay, so when you first come in Procreate, it'll look like this. This won't be here. This is just my stack. You'll hit the plus symbol, and then you can either just press this button here and then type in my dimensions. Make sure your DPI is set at 300, or it may be somewhere up here already. Like for me, this says 2048 times 2048 pixel, so I could just select that one. Open it. You want to come over here to layers, which would be this like box little thing. So you want to make sure it's at layer 1. I typically turn off the background. That's my preference. And I'll go back over here to the brush. So I do have multiple brushes for different things. We'll get into that in just a second. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add that picture that we just took. So I'm going to come over here to the wrench. I'm going to hit add, enter the photo, and then I'm going to select have a good day. I want to make the sticker as big as possible, so I'm just making the dimensions a bit bigger, and then I'm going to press this arrow to get rid of that selection. The reason why we do this is because once you trace everything and go over it, the bigger it is, when you make it smaller, the more crisp it'll look. So the next step would be to come back over here to your layers. It's going to automatically create that first layer for you. So just press the plus button for layer 2. And then you want to go back to layer 1, press this in. We're going to make this image transparent so we can trace it. So you want to bring this opacity level down. Make sure you tap back into layer 2. The brush that I'm going to use is called the monoline brush. Then you want to come over here to this black dot. It might be a different color on your end, but you want to hit that dot. Now this is your color palettes. Now I have a lot of different color palettes, but let's just say you wanted to create the exact same colors, exact same thing on the sticker here. You'd press the plus sign, and then you could hit new from photos, and what that would do is bring up your photos, and then you would just select the photo, and then it would create a palette from that specific photo so that you could recreate it and have no problems. But in this instance, we're not going to do that. I'm going to make it a different color. So I selected a bag picture from the material that I use to make my bags and things like that for my sewing business. So we're going to go in this range here. And so I don't want it to look exactly like this because I just want to be different. You want to figure out your outline color for the words. So for me, I know I want this, maybe this like navy-ish blue. So I'm adjusting the iPad a bit so that I can get a grip to trace everything. I'm going to zoom in, and then on the Procreate, there's this thing where when you draw something, you can either make a shape or you can leave it how it is. Now, the key is in this brush. This brush has a setting where the stabilization, you want to make the stabilization around 56, a little bit higher, so that there's like structure to it. So if you have it too high, you won't really be able to create anything. But if you bring it down some, you'll be able to create smoother lines. So you want to make it back to like 56, 57. So at this point, I'm just going to come over here and drag down a little bit for the sizing of my brush. And I'm just going to trace over the words. And you want to make sure you connect it. So wherever you start from, make sure you connect from. So this does not have to be perfect. Kind of put your own like spin on it. And we'll go in later and clean it up, but this is fairly quick. Okay, so at this point I have the words all traced out. So now I'm going to hold and drag that color, and then a color drop option that's going to say continue filling will pop up. Press continue, and now you could just tap on the inside of each of those letters. And then we'll create another layer at this point, and now we're going to trace the other icon. So you want to go back to the colors. So now I'm still on layer 3. I'm just going to go in. I'm going to hold my shape because I want even circles. So they look wonky. Hold it and it'll transform into the shape that you want. Same thing with the smiley face. And then same thing with the flowers. Okay, so at this step, now you want to go to your layers again, and now you want to add a layer 4. So now you want to have your background image to the sticker. So you can pretty much pick, for me, I know this is my palette that I'm choosing. So I want to do maybe like a dark blue for the background. So you're basically just going to now trace over the edge like an outline of your sticker. So you can make the brush a little bit bigger. Mine's at 4%, and then I'm just going to trace. And it's okay if you get it over the letter. You're on a different layer, so what you want to do is, because this is a background, hold down that layer and drag it. Sorry, not that one. Drag it under layer 2. At this point, you can kind of get rid of layer 1, but I'll leave it for referencing. And so, as you can see now, that E is over the outline, and before it was under the outline. And then you want to grab that dot again, anywhere in the center, and then it'll create a cute little sticker for you. Now at this point, you want to, that's it for that background. You can zoom in and clean it up, like the edges and stuff like that. Like, see, this part looks wonky. So you can bring your brush down again and just drag and paint over those edges just to get them crisp. And then I'm going to figure out the colors for the drawing. So you want to go back to layer 3, add another layer for layer 5, and then we're just going to, let's just say we'll make them yellow. So if you draw outside of the line, you see how it's behind the canvas? It's on its own separate layer. So you would just be able to go in and then just erase right here. And it wouldn't erase the actual, you know, like picture that you have. So I'm just gonna make my brush bigger, outline it. So at this point, I've zoomed out. Now we're gonna figure out these flowers. So I know I want yellow in the center. So if you don't feel like going back up here to find, the same yellow, you can press your finger down and move around and select the color you want, which will end up changing it in the corner here. And so now I want to make sure I'm back on, still on that layer 5, and make your brush a little bit bigger. And now just circle in and color inside that flower. This literally does not have to look perfect. See how I messed that up? So I just, and if you mess up, you can just double tap with 2 fingers and then triple tap to go forward. And I don't know if I set that with my Procreate or if it came like that, so you'd have to look up some Procreate like hacks and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm just still coloring back in. So that would be, we're almost done but not quite done. So this is what it's looking like so far. So now at this point, you would want to kind of come in and adjust those black lines. So come back over here to layer 3 because that's what outline is. Change your color back to black and just come over here and fix up anything that you feel should be looking better. So for now, I think that's pretty good. I don't have any other like major issues or concerns. So now at this point, so now at this point, found something, hold on. So now at this point, what I would do, every time I zoom back out, I see a problem. So it should look something like this. Then you want to come over here, go to layer 4, press another layer, bring that under your like a first background layer, because at this point now we're going to do another layer, but this time it's going to be white. What you can do is you can make it your brush a bit bigger and you can kind of start on the actual sticker so that it's kind of even. It's really up to you. And I'm able to get a little bit more personal in the strokes. And then now just do the color drop. You can press this arrow if you want to move it a bit. If it's not perfect, you can move it around. And then that's it. This is where we came from and this is where we ended up. And you could tell it looks the exact same. Of course there's minor tweaks, but roughly it looks like the exact same type of sticker, except you made it yourself. And so now you want to come up here to the wrench and you want to hit share and you want to save this as a PNG. So once you save it as a PNG, it'll look like this. It'll just have untitled artwork. You can either save it to your images or you could save it to your files. I'm gonna save it to my files. Then it's gonna say export successful. Now you want to go into goodnotes. Let me exit out of this stuff. So now for goodnotes, what you would do is come over here to images and you will select insert from. You'll find your location of where you saved it. I saved it on my iPad in the folder called untitled folder, and then I'll select that and then select the sticker. So you see the sticker is a bit big, and that's normal. That's what you want it to look like. Now when you zoom in, you can still read the words and it's still a beautiful sticker. You see what I'm saying? And so now it's on your calendar and it still looks good. Hopefully you guys can see, because this is my first time filming something like this, but super cute, and you did it yourself and it cost you nothing. Maybe then a couple dollars to buy the Procreate app and a couple more dollars to buy the brushes, but I think that that's super cute. You can literally recreate as much as you want with different things on Pinterest and stuff like that, but that is the tutorial, I guess I would say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me your feedback. What could I have done better? What did I do great? Because I know that this is not necessarily an ideal type of video. This is for VLOGVEMBER. I did try my best, so it's my first time, but I don't feel like it was as good as it could be. But again, it's my first time, so as I continue to do stuff like this, I'll get better. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys create something and my, I guess, instructions or steps were easy to follow. If they were not, as always, I will leave actual more detailed tutorials in the description, as well as the brush packs for Procreate and things of that nature, so that you guys can create the same type of thing. But as you saw, I don't even know what the sticker person used as far as their brush. I just found a brush that I felt like would work and I made it work, and I just picked my own colors, things of that nature. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. sharp. And remember, we're here all month, baby. Bye.